Philadelphia Mushroom MMA Studios. Lovely Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, baby. Joined by my special guest, Mr. Pay-Per-View himself, Cody Blood Money MMA Bets. If you don't know Cody, I don't know where the fuck you're living. You got to be living further under a fucking rock. Because if you're anywhere near the fucking internet, near fucking Twitter, near YouTube, you know this guy. Plus, my man Cody got some good news. Just picked up another sponsorship. And if you like Cody, say hi to the people and let them know about your new sponsorship.
Let's go, man. I'm super happy to be here, man, on your show again. This is the second time doing it, and it's amazing. You're one of my favorite people in the community, always showing support, just always being a good ass dude, and then you're sharp at betting too. So I'm super happy to be here. I can't wait to break this card down with you. We're gonna make a lot of money, Mr. Pay-Per-View. I put in the time, put in the effort, so we're gonna make some money. I already know me and you are on a couple of the same bets, so I know it's gonna be outstanding. And yeah, your crowd and my crowd, man. Well, our crowds run together. I love doing this show. I love being on here, man. And you're going to the show this weekend, so dude, that's amazing. That's gonna be freaking sick. What's your favorite fight that you're looking forward to on it? Oh, you're on mute. It's on mute, Mushroom.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a lot because I have bad stoner memory and shit. So yeah, there are a lot of bangers on this card. But I mean, just the violence that's going to be the last two fights of this card are what I'm really looking forward to. I do have sides on those two, but I like violence in both of those. I think it's going to be, exciting way to really end the night. So I like the last two as far as a violence perspective. If I had to pick my favorite fight, God Almighty, it's pretty hard. I do like the Sabatini Lopes fight. I like that. I think there's going to be some decent action there. I'm a little partial to Pat Sabatini because, hey, he was at Gracie Gym Philly, so I got to represent there. And
Sure,
I think he might even be kind of leaning that side. I'm going to go over to chat. We're going to get this thing started. William Hudson. Yo, guy, let's fucking go. Yeah, let's fucking go. There you go. Thank you, Raw Torque. I appreciate you.
Oh,
Man, look at the legend. Oh, look at that. Yeah, what a card, man. Yup. Imagine being there live. I don't got to imagine, Daz. I'm going to live through it. But everybody will live through it too because I'm doing so much video. Last time I went to a fucking event, I took my phone at like 48% charge. I started taking videos. Next thing you know, I got like fucking 11% of my phone, so I couldn't take any more videos or do anything else the rest of the night. But I bought my pocket charger. This time I have my pocket charger. And it's going to be at 100% by the time I walk in that door. And it's ready to go the rest of the night. So plenty of footage coming, folks. Brown Belt Dave. That's my man. Pretty soon he's going to be Black Belt Dave. Appreciate you. Thank you. My man Kiwi. Sure, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Nigel Lee, a.k.a. Money Bank Locks. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you back. Good to see you back out of Twitter jail. Love it, brother. Yeah. We're gonna keep moving. All right. First fight in the night: Dennis Bazooka versus Jamal Emmers. You can kick it off, Cody.
Yeah. So I'm high on Jamal Emmers in this fight, man. I honestly just think he's better than Bazooka everywhere. I watched Bazooka's fights. He has decent boxing, and then he has decent leg kicks, and then other than that, he can be out wrestled, he can be out clinched, and he can be out struck. And I think all the dudes that's done it to him already, I think that Jamal Emmers is better than, better than even the people. I think he beats Sean Woodson. So yeah, man, let me get Jamal Emmers. I'm gonna say he gets it done by decision because if there's one thing Bazooka has, it's being tough as hell. He's durable, he's tough. He's like a junkyard dog. He's just not skilled enough. You know what I mean? He got a short notice fight to get into the UFC against Sean Woodson after 2 failed attempts on the Contender Series to get in. He won one fight, but he still didn't get the contract. But yeah, man, I think Emmers is going to be better everywhere. I think it's going to be a decent fight, but give me Emmers 30-27 decision, man.
Yeah, I absolutely like that. Bazooka is a decent striker. I mean, he does have some power in his hands. He can be kind of technical. He'll come forward, he'll switch some stances, but I'm not really super impressed with this dude either. God, I don't even, is he UFC caliber? That's one of my notes that I wrote down. Is he UFC caliber? He's hittable. He gets stuck on the cage. I see him get out grappled. And again, not super impressed with this dude. On the other side of this fight, not super impressive either, but I like Jamal Emmers. I like his striking. He's got some power in his hands. Technical, will put on a pace, some volume, 3.5-inch reach advantage in his spot. Decent wrestler, 2 takedowns a fight. He's got good takedown defense if you try to take him down. Slip grappler. He's tall, lanky. In my opinion, he beat Jenkins. More pro, more UFC experience. I mean, he is what he is at this point. He does have sometimes, in my opinion, can have suspect fight IQ. And he's 1-4 as a favorite in the UFC. So to put your money behind this guy is a little scary, but I'm doing it. I got Emmers all day. I have Emmers by decision. I love that play. I might even sprinkle that third round / decision play in there, but I'm right with you there on Emmers, Cody. Moving on up the card, I have Josh Vance versus Kevin Borjas. I'm going to start off on the Josh Vance side. He's 5-0 in his last 5, 22 years old, freestyle guy. Decent striker. He's got fucking power in his hands. Good Muay Thai. I like his jab. Fast hands. Got a good 1-2. Good leg kicks. A good head kick. Comes forward. Does body work. Love guys that do body work. Aggressive. Throws volume. His power can win can win moments on the feet for sure. Yeah. And his volume and pace can do the same thing. 80% takedown defense. He's got good fucking cardio. He got skipped over DWS, fought Zalgas on short notice. You know what I mean? So, I mean, come on. Not the best grappler, and sometimes he can be a little patient for my liking. But on the other side of this fight, you got Kevin Borjas, 4-1 his last fight. The guy's making his UFC debut. I think these guys were supposed to fight on the Contender Series. But I guess, he got called up earlier. He's got a 3-inch reach advantage in the spot. He does come forward as well. He's got some power in his hands. His jab is decent. He's got some decent volume, decent leg kicks. But, man, this guy's fucking hittable. I've seen him get fucking rocked. I don't like his level of competition. I don't like his ground game, to be honest with you. So I'm over Van in this spot. Maybe he finishes him late, so I definitely did sprinkle this one, that third round / decision play, baby. So I love that one. What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, man. I'm with you. Both these dudes are talented young prospects. Borjas, really good boxing. He works the body, he works the head. The thing that's really kind of all he does though is box. He doesn't really throw too many kicks. He grapples on like lower level scene, but I don't think he's going to be able to grapple Joshua Van here. Joshua Van has really good stand-up. You've seen against Master Z where his boxing's excellent. His jab is crispy and fast. His 1-2 is super nice, and then he sets it up with feints. The thing that I like is he throws more kicks. You've seen that head kick, that southpaw head kick that he was able to hit Z with. That's the same thing Borjas. In his one loss, he was head kicked and then choked out. And not to say that's going to happen, but like I just like that Van has more weapons here on the feet. But it's going to be a good fight because both these dudes are really good. They both have really good boxing. But I'm leaning Van. He looked really good against Z. We've seen a little more out of him. So give me Van. I didn't bet nothing on this fight. I seen somebody in the comments. I bet on the last one. I bet Emmers with I got him parlayed with somebody coming up. But yeah, I bet Emmers. I think he's a lot. I don't say a lot, but I think that he's better everywhere to clearly win that fight. This fight's gonna be a banger, man.
I agree. I'm glad we line up on that fight. I like it. I've got a couple more people stopping in here. Jenna Marie, thanks for stopping by. He's on the dog. We'll get our bet together. This is my boy Billy. This is a guy I work with. We do bets. I'll include him on some of my bets sometimes. He does a lot of NFL stuff, so I go in on parlays with him all the time and just make that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy. Oh yes, looking for the robbery, huh? Yep. MMA Maestro, my man. Appreciate you. MMA Maestro was just on a space with Propaholic and Couch Warrior. So yeah, he's a good dude. Check him out. Check out his YouTube channel. He's got good work.
That's my dude.
Yeah, good guy. Yup. Anthony W, what's up, man? I love it. Beautiful. He's got the emojis perfect there. Yup. All right, we can move on up the card. I know you're a busy guy. You've been doing this. This is your third show today, by the way. You've probably been doing this shit for about 8 hours of your day so far.
Yes, but man, I love it. Love talking to you.
That's at least it's something you love to do. I get it, man. So John Castaneda versus Kung Yo Kang, whatever his name is. You're up, Cody. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, man, this is gonna be a good fight. Both these dudes are skilled. Both of them are well rounded. Kang, you see him with like that when he fought back to Raw. He's got a good jab. He's got a good leg kick. He's got good offensive and defensive wrestling. Like it's decent. And then he's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Last fight versus Quinones, he got cracked in that fight, got hurt. Quinones came in to try to finish him, and then he cracked Quinones on the way in, and then was able to submit him shortly after. But that's really not him. He's not a finisher, man. I think he's in his whole career, he's only got 2 KOs and just a couple submissions out of 28 fights. But he's kind of low output. He's got a good jab. He's got that good leg kick. And like I said, pretty decent offensive and defensive grappling, but he's really don't stand out in any area of being really great. He's got some split decision and close losses and close wins in his career with like Brandon Davis, people like that. He's 36 years old. And he doesn't throw combinations. You know what I mean? He really just pops the jab out. John Castaneda, I like him, man. Like he's got a bigger variety of strikes. He throws that fast southpaw striking. He's got the fast southpaw head kick that gets right up to the head fast. And he hurt Muin Gafarov with it. He hurt Santos with it. And then he's got good boxing, man. His straight left has excellent power too. And then the thing is I think that he's going to have the wrestling advantage. So give me Castaneda in a close fight where he mixes in grappling and just lands the bigger shots on the feet, the moment stealing, round stealing moments, and gets the win here, gets a decision win over Kung Ho Kang.
Yeah, I hear you. The Castaneda side, the guy's well rounded, I think. Decent striker. I like his power. He's got some decent technical boxing. His hands are fast. He'll throw some volume. He can put a pace on, some pressure. Switch his stances, and he has a variety of strikes, dude. And another guy that does body work. Gets knockdowns, fast kicks, good head kick. Look, he can wrestle. He gets 2 takedowns a fight. Only had a 38% clip, but he's a D2 wrestler. He can grapple. He's got like a 71% takedown defense as well if you try to take him down. Decent sub defense, and but he's hittable. I've seen him get wobbled. On the other side of this fight, Kung Yo Kang, he's 4-1 in his last 5 fights, but he's 36 years old at this point. He's a decent striker. He does have a decent jab, but like you said, that's pretty much all he has. It's not like he's going to come and throwing a flurry at you. He's a jab, maybe a little leg kick here and there. He can wrestle as well. He gets him at like a 58% clip. He can get some top control. He'll hunt for subs. He has 12 of them. Decent grappling will take your back, but he's kind of pillow-fisted in my opinion. Suspect level of competition. Don't like it at all. And like you already brought this point out, lots, and that's why I wrote it down, lots and lots of splits. And a lot of these guys aren't super high level that he's going to fucking splits with. I really don't like his cardio late. I'm all over Castaneda in this fight. I like him by that 3rd round / decision play if I can find my fucking camera. Yeah, right there. Yeah, because maybe Kang can slow down in the 3rd and something can happen. So I like that 3rd round decision in the spot. I'm glad we're on the same side again. Moving on up the card, Jared Gordon versus Mark Madsen. I'll start us off. Jared Gordon, 2-1 in his last 5 fights. Decent striker, technical. He comes forward, volume, pace, fast hands. Decent counters as well. Good leg kick, good clinch work. He's a decent wrestler. He gets like 2 takedowns a fight or something like that at like a 40% clip. He's got good BJJ, decent rapper. I like his get-up game if you take him down. He has more pro experience. Good cardio. I like his cardio. Now his level of competition could be kind of suspect. I mean, he can be chinny. He does have suspect durability, although he does seem like he's cleaning it up a little bit. No finishes in 12 fights, so he's not fucking super dangerous. And on the other side of this fight, you got Mark Madsen, who, in my opinion, is pretty much a one-trick pony. It's going to be about the wrestling because he's an okay striker. He does have some power in his hands. He's got an okay jab. He's got a 4-inch reach advantage in this spot. I don't know how much it's going to help him. Decent leg kick, maybe a good clinch knee or something like that. But we know he's an Olympic wrestler. He wants to get, he gets like 3 takedowns a fight. I think he gets up at like a 66% clip or something. So he's pretty good. Hip tosses, body locks, all that bullshit. 62% takedown defense if you try to take him down. Durable. He's strong. But man, he can be fucking low volume. I don't think he's the best grappler. He's good wrestler, but I don't think he's the best grappler. He could be lay and pray, in my opinion. Man, I see him getting controlled by fucking Grant Dawson. One-dimensional, in my opinion, man. And if you notice, he's not even really shooting takedowns much of late. Listen, this is a problem for me. I don't like the Madsen side at all. I'm on the Gordon side, and again, Lou Betcher would hate this show because I'm on another third round / decision play for fucking Castaneda there, baby. So for Jared Gordon. So yeah, Lou Betcher, like I said, would definitely hate this show. What do you think about this one, Cody?
Yeah, man, I don't mind that play. Madsen got finished in the third round in his last fight, so yeah, and if not, he's tough enough to make it to decision. So I don't mind that. I definitely don't see Gordon finishing him in that first or second round. These guys both basically do the same thing. The wrestling should cancel out, but I think Madsen's definitely would be the one that's going to get the takedowns. I like Gordon in this because I think he has a little bit better stand-up, but like it worries me because like even if Madsen came out, went hard in that first round, won the first round, used some wrestling stuff, then comes out in the second round, still got a little bit of steam and wins that first two minutes or something. And then say Gordon kind of starts taking over from there. Gordon's not really landing big shots and going to be like, oh, he just stole that round. So it's tough. It could be, either 1-1 going into the third, or it could be possibly 2-0 Madsen, so something like that. So that kept me away from betting it. But if Gordon could stop all the takedowns, he'd win this fight with striking, even though it's not like Madsen's striking's that bad and Gordon's is that good. That's why I just stay away, man. This is a tough one. I think that this is like a split decision type fight, man, because Madsen's going to at least win one round, so I ended up just staying away from it. I did pick Gordon. I wanted to bet Gordon. He was at -165, and then on the way to the casino, I just kept thinking about it, and I'm like, man, I'm just going to stay away.
Yeah, I like it. What do you think about the parlay up here on the screen? The Ricci Borishev plus 425. I mean, I don't want to give away a lot of my stuff, but yeah, I'm actually on both of those fighters. So I mean, I don't mind that at all at 425. That's a pretty decent price. I like that actually. What are your thoughts there, Cody, on that?
Yeah, I love it. I bet both of them. Both of them fighters. That's my fifth bet right there is Borishev. Slava Claus, man. Got him at +120, and I love it. I love that parlay. +425 is amazing on that.
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving on up the card. Nazim Sajikov versus Slava. So you can kick us off on this one, Cody.
That's a good segment. That went right into it. Yeah, man. So I know a lot of people on Nas they say he's going to come out and out wrestle him and out grapple him and stuff, but that's just not really Nas' style, man. He's a striker. He's a good striker, southpaw, technical striking. He does have like decent wrestling and decent grappling, but I would say I wouldn't think that what he did against Terrence McKinney shows that he's like that great. It's just Terrence McKinney. He starts slowing down, and then he gets choked out in a second. You know what I mean? He gets finished somehow. He usually finds it, but finds a way out. But yeah, Nazim, man, he's super hittable. I bet him against against Evan Elder, and Evan Elder was clearly winning that fight, and then in the third round got hit with that knee that cut him open, and Nas ended up getting that win. But in this fight, I just think Slava can get taken down, but he constantly moves and gets back up. And the people that he's getting taken down by, like D. Casey, obviously he's a good wrestler, man. He would wrestle down Nas too, in my opinion, for 3 rounds. And then you got Mike Davis, man. That dude's bad as hell too. He's a beast boy, and he's 6 foot tall, and he's got good wrestling, and he's got good striking. And I would take him over Nas any day of the week too. So I just think that, like, Slava Claus, when you take him down, he keeps working. Mike Davis, he was so gassed out going into the 3rd round, like breathing crazy heavy. He ended up getting it under control because, like I said, he's good, man. I'm pretty high on Mike Davis, actually. He ended up getting it under control, but like he had to fight through it, do all kinds of stuff. When you take Slava Claus down, he doesn't stop moving, and he's going to keep getting back up. Both them dudes had to take him down like 10 times. All right. So what I say is going to happen here, we know Slava Claus kickboxing is awesome. Both hands, power in both hands, power in both legs, works the body, comes back up to the head, excellent calf kicks, all that stuff. What I think is going to happen is they're in New York City. Nas is at home. He's going to come out. He's going to go for a takedown or two just to see how it goes. But I think Slava Claus works his way back up because Nas is a striker. That's not really his game. I think after 1 or 2 of them, Nas is like, all right, this ain't going to be worth it. We're just going to strike. And from there, they're going to strike. And from there, and it's not like Nas is bad. It's just he's kind of slow and he's freaking way too hittable. He's way too hittable. And he wants to get into a brawl. And you shouldn't get into a brawl with Slava Claus, man. Nas throws only like a lot of punches, where Slava Claus throwing kicks, punches, everything. So I think I like Slava Claus as a dog, man. I got him, like I said, I bet him at plus 120, and I like it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Sajikov's going to come out here, and I think, like you said, I think he's going to want to wrestle. But I kind of noticed something about him. When he's super wrestle heavy, his cardio is not the fucking best late. You know what I'm saying? I also noticed him getting pieced up by Elder. Like you said, like, that's a bad fucking look, man. Hittable. I've seen him get dropped. And you don't want to be fucking hittable getting dropped against a guy like Slava. Like you said, he may have, some shitty fucking takedown defense, but he moves so much in his get-up game, and he gets up. That's why guys are landing multiple takedowns, because he's getting the fuck up. I think all the squirming, all that shit, every time he's getting up, I think Sajikov's going to get a little more tired, and then takedowns aren't going to come as easy. And when the takedowns don't come as easy, he's stuck with the feet. All right, there's not as huge a gap on the feet as there is on the ground, but I think there's a huge gap in that fucking power. I think Slava's more accurate. I think Slava might even have a better chin. Listen, I like the Slava side. I'm on Borishev. It's one of my official bets, and I'm going to take him by fucking knockout too, baby. So, yeah, I'm all over Slava here, Cody.
I love it. Awesome. I love it, man.
Yep. All right. I didn't do a lot of research on this one because these motherfuckers pull this late bullshit all the time with these cancellations. But I do have a couple notes on Rebecca versus Roosevelt Roberts. I'll just go real quick. Rebecca 5-0 in his last 5. The guy's 31 years old, BJJ guy. I mean, he's a decent striker. He does have some kind of power. On his record, he has 9 knockouts. Volume. I like his leg kicks. Uses his strikes to close the distance, and he can wrestle. He gets them at like almost a 60% clip. So 3 takedowns a fight, good top control, heavy, stocky. He hunts for subs, decent takedown defense. I like his cardio. There's a lot to like on that side. On the Roberts side, though, he's a decent striker. He does have a 7-inch reach advantage in this spot. He's a BJJ brown belt. I'm not real impressed with Roberts, man. They're coming in short notice. I already don't like his takedown defense. And you don't want to be on the ground like this. I see this. Look, I see Roberts get out grappled. His sub defense is fucking terrible. I've seen this guy get knocked out. I mean, I don't know, but I really am playing the Rebecca side on this, and I'm going Rebecca's sub, baby. I'm going with that sub. I don't like Roberts' fucking sub defense whatsoever. Coming here short notice, gets tired, makes a fucking mistake. There goes his fucking neck. There goes my sub. I'm cashing out. What are your thoughts, Cody?
Yeah, man. I'm with you on Rebecca getting the finish. I don't know if it's sub or KO, but I can see it going down exactly how you're saying, because Roosevelt's going to get beat up here. And then it's pretty much going to be kind of which way he wants to go out. Is it going to be the TKO or is it going to be the submissions? They said if MMA, if you get taken down 10 times, you gotta those are the facts. But dude, I'm so high on Rebecca. I had a max bet on him. I had a 5-unit bet on him against Narulo because I thought he was going to stop that takedown and give him a beating just like he did to Loic and both Tajikistan dudes. But yeah, man, Roosevelt, good job. He's getting back into the UFC. You know, this is a way to get back in and all that. But he's going to take a beating. I'm so high on Rebecca, man. He's so good. He's got wrestling, jiu-jitsu, power striking, power leg kicks. He's built for fighting. 31 years old. He's already 18-1. So I mean, I feel like he's going to be taking. He needs to start taking some big fights, anyways. You know, and I think he deserves it. I think he's ready for it. And I think he's going to beat the shit out of Roosevelt Roberts. I don't know where Roosevelt Roberts could beat him at unless he catches him with a big punch because he's more of a volume guy that hits you a lot with. But yeah, man, give me Rebeski, and I'm with you. I know on Lou's show I gave out the 3rd round KO and it was like plus 14 or 800 or 1400 or something. But I could see the sub. So maybe if you could just get like 3rd round finish or something. I don't mind it because I think, you know, it's just like, I don't know if he goes out there and just destroys him right off the bat. You know, Bahamondes beat the shit out of him for 2 rounds and then finished him with that spinning wheel kick in the 3rd. So maybe he beats him down and it's just like, you know, a bunch of so much damage. He finally gets him out of there in the 3rd.
Yeah, I think 3rd round's a good play as well because, like I said, I can see with the short notice having an effect there. Yeah, I don't really see a chance like you said outside of a fluke knockout. You know, broke it down perfectly, man. Um, but yeah, I'm liking the sub part of it. Now, if you had to take a guess on the method of victory, what would you be for Rebecca? Because he probably could get either one, but what would you lean?
He gets more KOs than subs, and I feel like he hits Roosevelt with something big in the air and just drops him and finishes him TKO. I think he knows he might he have more of a chance of getting a bonus too with the TKO. So, but I do like him inside because I can see like how you explained it. Like Roosevelt's got bad submission stuff, and if Rebeski wants to just take him down and start beating him up and wear on him that way and get the sub, he can too. You've seen on a Contender Series, he's got good jiu-jitsu. That's why it's hard to tell. He's almost even in the subs and the TKO. So it's like, you know, I would rather see 9. I'd rather see 12 TKO and 2 subs, so I can go, he's going to TKO him. You know what I mean? But it's kind of even. So maybe just like if you like him in that, like I think it happens in the 3rd round, and just like 3rd round finish. You know.
Yeah, I definitely like that 3rd round angle. Rebecca is like the 4th leg of my Degen parlay at the end, but I did just pick him by finishing that. Didn't choose the method. Moving on to the card, Tabitha Ricci versus Lupi Godinez. I'll start us off. Tabitha Ricci, she's 4-1 in her last 5, 28 years old, judo chick. She's a decent striker. She throws some volume. I like her footwork, you know, in and out. Decent wrestler. She gets like 4 takedowns a fight with like almost a 50% takedown accuracy, you know. Good top control when she gets down. She's got decent ground and pound. She's a good grappler. Love her jiu-jitsu. She's a BJJ black belt. Love her back takes. She can, you know, a lot of times too, be position over submission. Um, Good get up game if you take her down. I like her fight IQ as the fight goes on. She's used to fighting bigger girls. That's not the case here. She's hittable, and I can see her sometimes having a little bit of cardio issues late. But on the other side of this fight with Lupi, 4-1 in her last 5, 30 years old. She's a boxer. She's an okay striker, you know, decent striker even, and it's even improving in my opinion. Decent boxing. She's aggressive. She'll put on a pace, some pressure, comes forward, decent clinch knees, you know, decent clinch strikes, all that shit. She's a decent wrestler too. She gets almost 4 takedowns a fight as well at almost a 50% accuracy. She does have a pretty good takedown defense, but you know, that's suspect. Good get up game as well. She's durable. But man, she can be low volume at times. And she's kind of a chick that's kind of inconsistent. Like what Lupi shows up. I don't like her fight IQ. Uh, And most of the chicks that she takes down have no fucking takedown defense already. And I don't like Loopy's cardio. All that's leading me to the side. I'm on the dog here, baby. I'm on Ricci. See those extra checks on there? That means that's an official mushroom bet. Ricci by decision, baby. What are your thoughts, Cody?
Let's go. I say, let's go, Mushroom. Let's go. I'm on Ricci too, man. Dude, Loopy's not that good. Like, she's not that bad, but she's not that good. She's not great anywhere. She's just like good everywhere. If she can out wrestle a girl, then she'll out wrestle him and beat him. If she can't, and they can out, I'm not that high on Loopy. Ricci's fought 5 times in the UFC. Every single one of her opponents been over 5'5", 5'5", and 5'6". She's finally getting to fight Loopy, who Loopy's 1 inch taller at 5'2". So Ricci's going to be the same size. Like, I keep hearing people say that, like Yanni K was saying that he thinks that like Loopy's going to be so much thicker and bigger, and I just don't get it. Like, Ricci's literally a little pit bull of muscle, and they're going to be the same height. So I mean, they're both cutting weight to get there. There's no way Loopy's going to be that much bigger. And on the feet, like Loopy's got decent boxing, but it's not like she's some killer. Like, she's not knocking girls out. She's got like 1 knockdown, and that was over Elise Reed. That's her only knockdown in the UFC. Like, Ricci's striking is good. She throws a lot of kicks. She has a lot of movement. She's throwing boxing. Now, yes, Loopy's striking is slightly better than Ricci's just because she probably has a little more power, but Ricci's going to out grapple Loopy here. People don't understand that Ricci's going to out grapple Loopy. She's going to out wrestle her. She's going to out judo her, and she's going to out jiu-jitsu her. Dude, I don't know. I don't know where her, well, I guess you know where it comes from, why Loopy's grappling so overrated, where people think she's literally Khabib, because she did that to Ariane Carnelossi and she did that to Elise Reed, and that makes people go, no, she's literally the best wrestler in that division. No, she out wrestled girls that don't wrestle, that can't wrestle, period. Because when you see her fight Angela Hill, Jessica Panay, Calvillo, she got out wrestled by all them girls. Like, she got out grappled by all 3 of them girls. And Tabitha Ricci's, dude, her grappling is so good. I don't understand how people don't see how good her grappling is. Like, her wrestling, she's got like 17 takedowns in her last 4 fights. She times them really well. She's got black belt in judo, black belt in jiu-jitsu, and she's got excellent MMA wrestling. These girls are going to be the same size. When they lock up, Tabitha Ricci's going to be the better wrestler, and she's going to be the better grappler, bro. And yeah, she's thick. So I like Ricci. I think she should be the favorite. I don't get it. It's just like last week when I told everybody Angela Hill should be minus 170. It does not make sense that she's the dog and she's better. She's the better fighter. But people go, well, the Gomez is going to hit her one time and be the first to knock her out when she's been in there with Lemos and freaking Andrash and all these girls. So, dude, I don't know. This is my one fight of the week where I'm like, I don't know how people don't see how good Ricci is. She's going to be like she could be a top 5 girl, how well-rounded she is and good she is. But people's like gets blinded by Loopy. Like, they're just like, well, that one time against Carnelossi, she looked so good. But then other than that, like you said too, she slowed down after 1 round versus Hill. She slowed down after 1 round versus Calvillo. She slowed down after 1 round against Panay. Whoever she can't dominate, she starts slowing down. She gets her nose broke too. Like, her nose always gets busted open and is bleeding. I think I love Ricci in this spot. I think she should be the favorite. She should be minus 140. I think Mushroom froze. I thought he was just making a point at the point I made. Hell yeah, I was all over Hill. I was on Hill big. I wish I would have bet her more. I got her at minus 110 because when I started doing a tape study, she was his bag. When I started doing tape study, like on a random ass Tuesday, the week before, Angela Hill was minus 1 or plus 125. The same day, about 6 hours later, I got done with her tape study, like, because I was getting done. She was plus 105. By the time I drove to the casino, she was minus 110. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm still going to bet her. And I wish I would have got that plus 125. And then I wish I would have just maxed it. Yeah, I like Ricci a lot in this one.
Yeah, I cashed out on Hill too. I don't know what anybody saw on the other side. I really don't. She was just going to come out and, like you said, knock this girl out of nowhere. All right, granted, Angela Hill is getting older, but that girl's in fucking shape, man. And she's always had it. Look, I've seen her maybe get hit and wobbled, but never had, you know what I mean? We haven't seen her get knocked out, and she's fought, like you said, Lemos, Andrade. Yeah, I don't get it. So I was easy money, in my opinion. Oh, that's right. MMA Propaholic. You made a shoey bet with me on my show last week against Angela Hill. That's right. I got to remember that one. I got to put that one out on Twitter later. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I appreciate it. But yeah, moving on to the card, we got Steve Ursig versus Alessandro Costa. Cody, you can start us off.
Yeah, so this fight, when I was breaking this fight down, Steve Ursig was like -130, but my casino didn't have him. I liked him at that. I like his size advantage. I like that he's going to be coming forward. I think he throws a little bit more volume than Costa, but Costa's good too, man. He's well rounded. He's got good striking. He's got good boxing. Scientist, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be, especially like when I'm finding, dude, if I bet an underdog, you bet I put so much more work in trying to figure this out on an underdog because I don't want to ever give my money away. I love my money. So like I don't want to give nothing away. That's why yeah, man. I just think that like in this fight, it's gonna stay standing, I think, because Costa has really good takedown defense. You've seen that against Amir Albazi. He was able to stop takedowns, and that was on short notice, but then he got hurt kind of standing up. But well-rounded, good jiu-jitsu. He's got pretty good power in his hands. He's got excellent leg kicks you've seen against Jimmy Flick. Steve Ursig, man, though, he looked great against – it's weird. Like, he looked good against Dvorak for coming in on short notice. He lost the first round. He was losing the whole second round until he hit Dvorak with that big shot and head kicked him with like 1 minute left. So he was on his way to being down 0-2. He hurt Dvorak bad. Had some really good moments at the end of the second round, came out in the third round. He was super fresh. Dvorak, he was putting pressure on Dvorak the whole time. He was moving. Dvorak was running around the cage. I think that wore on him a little bit. And Ursig looked great in that third round and won that third round. But yeah, man, this is a tough fight to call. And then like Ursig at -190, -200, I don't know if I'm loving it. Like I do like him to win the fight. But I mean, if you can get Mackenzie Dern at the same price, then get Mackenzie Dern at the same price. You know what I mean? But because Costa's not bad. It's just he's on short notice and he's small. But give me Ursig. I'm going to say Ursig by decision. And but a close fight, man. A close fight. It's not that big of a gap in talent here.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you in the closeness of this talent, or how there's not much of a gap. On the Ursig side, he's 5-0 in his last five. The guy's 28 years old, an MMA guy. He's a decent striker. He'll come forward. He can hit hard, I guess. He's aggressive. Decent jab. He's got a wide stance. He's got some decent kicks. He's got a front kick. He can use his range pretty well. Like you said, guys fucking chase him around a fucking cage, tiring him the fuck out because he put a little pace and pressure. Decent leg kicks. He's an okay wrestler too. He's going to be bigger here. He's got good jiu-jitsu if it gets on the ground. He's good in scrambles. The guy's a 70% finish rate. He beat Dvorak on short notice, but I'm looking back at Dvorak now and saying, man, I don't know. Does that win smell real good or start to smell kind of bad at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, how impressive is that? I don't like his level of competition. I think he's hittable. He'll keep his head on the fucking center. On the other side of this fight, you got Alessandro Costa, 4-1, last five, 27 years old, BJJ guy. I like his striking, decent boxing, got power in his hands, and they're fast too. And he'll throw like 3, 4, 5 punch combos. Body work. Love fucking body work, man, because you know what that does to a person. You know what I'm saying? Real good leg kicks. Real good leg kicks. He's got a tight guard. He can wrestle. Decent off his back, decent grappler, and he got some fucking arm bars, man. He's got a bunch of them. I'm looking on his record. Jesus. 91% takedown defense as well. All right, I get it. It's short notice, and sometimes it can be low volume. Again, another guy with suspect level of competition. And getting pieced up by Albazi doesn't leave a great fucking taste in your mouth. I get finished in the third round. God, he gets stuck on his back. I mean, wow, he looked good against Flick, but who the fuck isn't going anymore? But I kind of really like his fucking leg kicks. This is a close fight, Cody. I really do. Now, just imagine if it's a close fight and one guy pretty much is almost limping around after some leg kicks and shit like that. Or maybe even it isn't that close of a fight. Maybe it ends in the third round because I'm on the other side of this fight. I went back and forth with this fight, back and forth. So all scribbled out. But what that says is that says Costa, third round / decision. Like I said, Lou Becci's going to hate this fucking show because he hates that fucking play for some reason. I get it. I could bet the guy by decision and then play him in the third round. All right, I get that. But now I'm covered in two ways. And if anytime I can get plus money on top of that, how's that a bad bet? I'm covered if something happens in the third round. And if he doesn't happen in the third round, I'm covered by decision. I get it. I guess if you work the money out, maybe it's different. I don't care. I'm making a simple bet. I love that play. What are your thoughts, Cody?
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, man. I don't mind that play at all. Like honestly, like especially when you're getting that good a price because it's not this there's not that big a like difference in skill level. It's just he's a little bigger and full camp. So I don't mind it at all.
Yep, I agree. We're getting some pretty good fucking fights coming up now. Getting to the good stuff. Diego Lopez versus Pat Sabatini. You're up, Cody.
Man, so I went like, all right, I've been back and forth on this, man. So going into the tape study, I'm like, I want to bet Diego Lopez. What? He's a underdog here. I'm like, I like him. I just won money off him against Gavin Tucker down there in Nashville. I watched that fight live. But then I did a tape study, man. And when I go back to do the tape study, like Diego Lopez is awesome, obviously in jiu-jitsu. He's got pretty good striking with decent power, but it's not like he's some crazy striker, but he does have a little bit of pop. The only time I've really seen him do stuff striking was when he hurt Mavsar in that one moment. But other than that, like it's not like he's great at striking. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's got pretty decent offensive and defensive wrestling, but he's a jiu-jitsu guy and he's got great jiu-jitsu. My problem with him was when I watched it, like in most of his fights, even with like Brito, Mavsar, and what's the one dude he fought right after Brito? Richardson, I think something Richardson. He fought him outside the UFC and he lost a split decision. Like after the first round, he slows down a lot, man. He puts up like 3-4 hard submissions, goes hard in that first round, usually takes the second round off. Brito beat the crap out of him in the second round. Mavsar beat the crap out of him in the second round. And then in the third round, like he was on his way to getting beat up by Brito before that fight was stopped from I think it was eye poke or a ball shot. It was something. But then I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like guys that gas, man. You know, and it's not like he gasses and dies, but like I said, his explosion leaves after the first round. And then in the Mavsar fight, he got beat up in the second round, got beat up the whole third round, and then like with like 20 seconds left, jumped for that knee bar. And then it made it look like, you know, he had him in all that danger, which he did have him in danger. But Pat Sabatini, man, it doesn't have the best striking. He's not going to have the best striking here, and maybe he's chinny, but he knows what to do. Though where he ain't striking too much, like you seen with Almeida that he fought last time. I don't think he even got a strike or two off, you know. So I think that in this fight, that Sabatini is going to be able to land the takedowns, and then I think I mean it's going to be dangerous, obviously that first round, but I think he'll be able to land some land the takedowns and stay safe that first round, and then after that, I think. Like Sabatini has some of the best cardio. Like he can chain wrestle for 3 straight rounds. Like you've seen with like TJ Laramie, Tucker Lutz, all these people. So I think he's going to survive a tough first round and then be able to just work on Lopez with the wrestling and the ground and pound and stuff. And I think it goes to decision. I'm going to take Pat Sabatini by decision, but I stayed away from the fight, man, because like I can also see Diego Lopez cracking him, hurting him, and dropping him, and then subbing him, or just getting taken down and subbing him. It's dangerous on both sides. So I just stay away. I think there's just like easier finding different fights. Like if you pick Tabitha Ricci, at least she's fighting someone that ain't dangerous at all, and it's going to be like a good fight. But this fight, man, you could bet Sabatini and he gets freaking submitted or knocked out in the first minute, or you bet Diego Lopez and then maybe he gets ridden out, beat up later in the fight. So I just stayed away, but pick is Sabatini. No, not too much confidence though.
Well, let's go on this. Let's start on this one. Yeah, Diego Lopez 3-2 in his last five. 28 years old, BJJ guy, decent striker. He's got some fucking power in his hands. 2.5 inch reach advantage in his spot, I believe. Dude's pressure, man. His first round is fucking crazy, man. Like his clenched knees. He's got pretty accurate strikes. I think he gets him at like a 50-something% clip or something. So throws combos. The guy can wrestle. He's got some real good BJJ. And the dude's fucking dangerous off his back, has a dangerous fucking guard. He's big. He's got some decent cardio. Not great though, and that's the problem I think in this fight. He's got a suspect level of competition. I don't like his takedown defense. I don't like his cardio late because and playing on his fucking back. Can play off back too much is right in my notes. Seen him get controlled on the ground. Let's go on the other side of this fight. You got Pat Sabatini. Philly fucking represent, baby. Pat Sabatini, baby. BJJ guy was at Philly fucking Gracie Gym, baby. Come on now. 4-1 in his last 5. 32 years old. Not the best striker, but it's decent. His accuracy is pretty good too. He comes forward, he'll put on the pace. He's a good wrestler as well. 4 takedowns a fight. Good grappler. High level BJJ. Like I said, Gracie Gym in Philly was where he was affiliated with for a while. And you're rolling around with fucking monsters on that fucking mat, baby. Ain't no fucking pussies in that fucking gym. All right. All sorts of takedowns he can get, man. Fucking right. Good top control. Good sub game. And takes your fucking back. He may not be the most dangerous motherfucker, but he can control your fucking ass, I'll tell you what. And if he stays away from fucking danger, baby, he's going to roll in this fucking fight. Look, I get it. He's hittable. Has a chin. Lopes can come out there in the first fucking minute or fucking 30 seconds and knock him the fuck out. He could, but maybe he doesn't. And I don't think he does. Hey, I understand he can be light and prey. And if he stays fucking safe, you're still winning minutes, get some shots in here and there. Look, I like Sabatini. At first, I think maybe I was going to think about a late finish on that. I was going to do one of them third round slash decisions, but I crossed out that third round. And I went Pat Sabatini by decision, baby. Love it. Love it. Fucking right, man. Love we're in agreement on a lot of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a couple bangers coming up here, man. I'd say out of the next 4 fights, I don't know if any of them go to distance. Especially some of these real good ones. I look, Matt Frivola right here. Saint Denis. What a fucking fight. Cody, why don't you kick us off, my brother?
Yeah, so just like you said, man, there's a lot of good fights on this card. There's some good ones to bet on, a lot of even money fights that I think you can find some good sides on. This fight, dude, these fights are so hard to pick, man. Like, so Saint Denis obviously is a bad mofo, man. He's got that good solid body kick. He's got good wrestling. He's got crazy forward pressure, pace, toughness, cardio, like all that, man. But he's hittable. Then you got Matt Frivola, who like he can crack. He knocked out Jude Over, so obviously he can knock out anybody. I don't care if you've never been knocked out before. But then he can also kind of be backed up. He can be grappled. Like it's. So what I did, man, I picked Saint Denis because like this guy maybe I don't know, maybe he's on his way up to the top 5-10. I don't know, but like I would say the best bet would be Frivola at like plus 190 because like if you like Saint Denis, I've seen him get hit by Gabriel Miranda and kind of freeze, and that dude's not even. He's more of a jiu-jitsu guy. You've seen him get hit by Thiago Moises clean a couple times. You've seen what Zaleski dos Santos did to him, but even Dustin, what was that dude's name? Or not Dustin, Nicholas Stolze. He hit him with the flying knee before Saint Denis had cut his chin open or cheek open and stuff. But he's so hittable, man, and he hasn't. I don't feel like besides Zaleski, but at like 155, he hasn't fought a dude as fast as Frivola that hits as hard. So. I just don't trust it. And then I could see picking Matt Frivola at plus 190 and then him not getting that first round knockout and then Saint Denis just working on him, and then eventually getting that second round sub or third round finish, or he goes to decision. I don't know. Or then you bet Saint Denis, man, and he goes in the first round, goes hard, tries to get the finish, and then he doesn't get it, but gets in some exchanges, dude, and just gets hit hard. Like I could see Frivola being the one to knock him out. So. And then I can also see this fight going over 1.5. I like the under 2.5, but I don't like. I mean the 1.5 because like Saint Denis went past one with Nicholas Stolze. He went past one with Miranda, and he went past one with Moises. And I think that Matt Frivola has a little bit more firepower to keep him off him. You know what I mean? To where maybe he can't just walk him down like he's been doing to people because I don't give a shit, dude. Like, you seen what Frivola did to Drew Dober. And if he can do that to Dober, dude, I don't care if the St. Denis hasn't been knocked out, he can do it to him, especially if he's just throwing hooks with his hands down, dude, eating clean shots like he did against Thiago Moises. Frivola's going to put him out. But them body kicks, the grappling, he's a lot bigger. I'm taking St. Denis, but I'm worried, and I'm just staying away from it. This is going to be a good enough fight to just watch as a fan. You're going to have a great time just being.
Absolutely. And Nigel Lee said it best. I mean, fucking violence, baby. I think. I mean, there's probably a few ways it could probably go to decision. But the way I see it is, look, he got Frivola 3-2 in his last 5. Decent boxing, man. I like his striking, and he's got real fucking power. He's got power in both of his fucking hands, man. Comes forward. His left hook is fucking deadly, man. His kicks are good. Look, he gets knockouts, dude. He knocked out, like you said, Drew Dober. That dude has a fucking chin of fucking granite, man. He cleaned his fucking clock, dude. Knocked him the fuck out. He even has decent counters. You know, if he's even on his back foot, he can have some decent counters. You come in on him, you miss something, he can clip you. I like his power. I really like his power. He's a good wrestler, too. He's a good wrestler. He's got good BJJ. He's fought better UFC competition. Ugh. Is he fucking chinny, though? St. Denis hits fucking pretty hard. I don't know, man. He seems like he could be out grappled as well. I don't know, but on the other side of this fight with Saint Denis, man, the dude's a monster. 4-1 in his last 5. He's an MMA dude. I like his striking. He's done, like I said, he's got power in his hands. He does. He just tries to walk you down. Pace, volume, got that body kick. He's got good kicks in general. I only hear a lot of people talk about his body kick, but he's not. I don't know that he puts 100% into those. I don't know. You know, Fivola's a fucking pretty tough dude. I think to the body. Maybe he's chinny, but I think he'll be all right to the body. Like you said, he's gonna walk you down. I think he is improving fight to fight as well. I mean, dude's fucking big. He's fucking strong. Has a 2-inch reach advantage in the spot. He's a decent wrestler because I think he only gets his takedowns at like a 35% clip or something like that. I like his grappling, obviously, but he does get a lot of takedowns. I think it's like 5 takedowns a fight or whatever. I think his average was. So these guys are getting up as well. He has decent takedown defense. Like his grappling, like I said, he hunts for subs. I think he has like 9 subs or something like that. Dude's fucking dangerous. 100% fucking finish rate. So he's dangerous everywhere. Like I said, with his striking, I think his striking's not bad either. He hits with some fucking power. Like his cardio. I like how he won't go away. What I don't like about him is he's fucking hittable. When I see him get hurt a couple times when he's against the cage, and he's just throwing wild, recklessly. Granted, maybe he fucking hits fucking Frivola on his way in with one of those. Man, you miss 1 or 2 of those, and Frivola hits you with that fucking power. That might be it, man. He's making a quick turnaround, too. He also leaves his hands low, in my opinion, at times. I'm all over Frivola in this spot. I got fucking Frivola. And another one, like you said, I'm back and forth. I'm all over Frivola in this spot. By KO. I like that spot for him. I know St. Denis fucking, durable, but let me tell you, he could have lost by knockout in that Zaleski fight with a different referee. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that kind of knockout couldn't happen with him kind of still even being on his feet. Where he should, and even there's times that, how many times that fight could have been stopped by knockout? I think if Frivola had something that gets to him the way these guys get to him, I think he's in fucking trouble. I think he's laying on the fucking mat for the first time, being like, what the fuck happened? Just like Dover, this dude's going to start taking out people with fucking chins and working his way up, baby. I love Frivola in this spot. Let's fucking go. Yeah, getting up there. Jessica Andrade, Mackenzie Dern. You can start us off, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing what's up with Andrade, for the last over a year. I believe she said in like the press conference or something today that she's been fighting to pay off her divorce or something like that. So how much is your heart into it? Or are you just in here taking fights so you can get money? She's looked terrible in her last 3 fights. Her striking looks terrible. It looks like she doesn't even barely like train. She does. She's like literally like 1/5 of what she used to be. Like she was getting outstruck by Blanchfield. She was getting outstruck by Tatiana Suarez. She was getting out grappled by both of them, and then she got KO'd within 2 minutes by Xian or whatever. You see Mackenzie Dern took big shots from Jan. She took she got hurt like once. She didn't get like dropped or nothing, but she got like but Jan hits freaking hard. And she showed she could take them from Jan. I think she can take them from Andrade. Andrade only has 3 knockdowns in her whole UFC career. Seems like she's some like killer, but like she only has 3 knockdowns. She has that one slam over Rose, but other than that, it's like I don't and then I don't think she's what she is. Then we see Mackenzie Dern's younger. She's improving every single fight. Her striking's catching up. Her grappling's catching up. If she can't just get her down with a takedown, she can just take her back standing. Like her grappling, cage grappling's phenomenal. She's 3 inches taller with the inch of reach. She's going to be the bigger girl. I think she's going to be the stronger girl. And I think that her striking's come so far that she's going to be able to strike with Andrade easily. And then the first time that she's able to actually get a takedown or just take the back or whatever happens, I think she's going to be able to finish Andrade. Because like if you look even against Jan and against Angela Hill, she had them both in terrible positions that a lot of girls would have gave up in, but them girls ended up surviving. But I think at this point, Jessica Andrade would just find the way out. So I like Mackenzie Dern. I bet her. I put like 3.8 units to win 2 units at minus 190. I think she's like the safest one. She's way better to pick than Urseg or even Joshua Van because they're all going to be in some close fights. And Jared Gordon. Get your little Mackenzie Dern in your life. That's what I like.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. Listen, Jessica Andrade, 2-3 in her last 5, 32 years old. Striker, she's got decent striker. She's got some power in her hands. I think her fucking power is super overrated, to be honest with you. Throws combos. She'll throw some volume at times. Decent cage work, and she's strong, but, she's used to being a size bully in that regard as well. So, I mean, she can wrestle a little bit. She can grapple. She has more pro experience. She may have fought the better competition, but God, I have so many red flags on this side. Let me list them off. She has to be the bully, and fucking Dern is fucking strong as fuck. And Andrade is what she is at this point, if not a little less and less and less than what she was even. And Dern is fucking improving. Her striking is drastically improving over the last few fights. It's incredible. If she could just learn how to really, really wrestle, man, I'll tell you what, man, she'd fucking be good in this game. Listen, Andrade's not the best off her back. She looks like she's lost against good grapplers. It looks like she doesn't really know what to do anymore. Suspect self defense, and she'll tap quick as fuck. Like you said, I don't like to go into narratives and shit like that, but there's a lot of stuff going on with her. Didn't her girl like take all her money or whatever and stuff like that? So look, she's fight. This is the 5th time this year she's fucking fighting as well, man. Um, how does that give your body any time to fucking, you know what I mean, heal or whatever needs to be done between fights? She already seems fading. She gets out grappled in fucking strawweight too, man. And she's going against a fucking vicious grappler here, man. Let's go on the Mackenzie Dern side of this fight, man. Decent striker, improving every fight. She's got some fucking pop in her fucking hands too. She'll throw some volume. And she got a good clinch game, good cage work. I like her knees up in those situations. God, dude, she dominated Hill. She's fucking swelled that fucking bitch's face up. She dropped her. I mean, man, she's gonna be bigger here. She's strong. She might even be stronger here. I'm saying. Uh, Even if she has to pull guard, either if she climbs her back, she can fucking get a hold of you, man. And she's fucking dangerous in those fucking positions. On the ground, she's dangerous. World class submissions. World's, that kind of grappler. And she doesn't have fucking quit in her. She has no fucking quit in her, man. Man, she's durable. I like her cardio. She won't go away. It's that fucking wrestling. I think Andrade is so fucking checked out at this point. If Mackenzie Dern climbs up her back or something happens, I think she fucking taps quicker than a motherfucker, man. I like Dern here. Crazy thing is, I don't know about the sub. I don't know. I don't know that Dern can't knock fucking Andrade out of this. I don't know that she couldn't do it. So I'm picking Dern, but I'm picking Dern inside the distance. See the F there, baby. So yeah, I like inside the distance here.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, man, fucking bangers on that. Co-main event of the even, Sergey Spivak versus Tom Aspinall. You know, Sergey Spivak, man, I like his striking. Good boxer. He's got real fucking power in his hands. They're fast. He throws volumes, coming out to kill you. Throw with bad intent. Throw that shit in combos too. He's coming forward, trying to walk you out. He's got a 6-inch reach advantage in the spot. 6 first-round knockouts in a row. He's got more pro experience. He's got a full camp. And fuck, if Aspinall, you know, I get the wrestling. I hear a lot. Everybody talking about the wrestling. I get it. Not like Sergey's ever been tested, but on paper, he's got a 75% takedown defense. He is kind of plodding. I'll give it that. Aspinall, you know, in and out, bouncing around, moving around the cage. I get that. Every time Sergey tries to cut him off, he's going to be here, he's going to be there. Because for some reason, most of Pavlich's opponents seem like they just kind of stand there with him. It's going to be a different fight because Aspinall, he's got really good footwork, you know, I mean, really good footwork. And Sergey's hittable. I've seen him crack before, but he's got a good chin. Give him that. You know, Tom Aspinall on the other side. Now, this is another fight I went back and forth on. But Tom Aspinall in this fight, God, man, he's well rounded. He's a decent striker. He also has power in his hands. He's got fast hands, volume, good jab. He's also good at range. Fast, athletic. He's got really good feints too, man. Switch stances. He's got a good leg kick. He can wrestle too, man. 4 takedowns a fight. He's got a good double leg. You know what I'm saying? Gets you on the ground. He's a BJJ black belt, or he can ground and pound you. 100% takedown accuracy, 100% takedown defense, 100% finish rate. Good fight IQ. He is on short notice. He is hittable, and his hands are low at times, and his chin's in the fucking air. I went back and forth with this, but the power. It's the power of Pavlovich. I get all that moving around. I get all that, but you can't get caught one time. You can't get caught. You can't let him flurry on you. I think he gets it on Aspinall. I think he's going to knock him out. I got Pavlovich by knockout. What are your thoughts, Cody?
Yeah, man, this is another crazy fight. So I watched the tape, like everything you said, man. Pavlik, crazy boxing power. He's got Greco-Roman background. He's got crazy boxing power. He's got crazy hand speed, crazy accuracy, and he knocks people dead. You know what I mean? If he touches you, you're definitely going down. Six first round finishes in a row. But we haven't seen if he gets tired after the flurries, if people survive. We did see when Alistair got the trip and took him down, it didn't look like he had much to offer off his back, but he did show good takedown defense before that. He showed good takedown defense when Derek Lewis tried to shoot, or Curtis Blades tried to shoot on him real quick when after he hurt him. And he's a big, strong dude. Tom Aspinall, man, he's so well-rounded. And it's like you said, man, the speed, the movement, and then he's got hands. Like when he touches people, they drop too. Like, and they don't want to fight no more. Like if you watch him when he hit Sergey Spivak, he goes flying, grabs his face. I mean, Jake Collier, but whatever. But even Marcin Tybura, you know what I mean, hits him with one big old shot. So when I got done with everything, what I came out to the conclusion was I liked the more well-rounded Tom Aspinall, because I think he shoots a fast blast double, like what he did with Volkov. So I think he can land that. So I'm like, I want to bet Aspinall. But, dude, I'm like, I can't bet Aspinall because I just stayed away from this fight. I like the under 1.5, but after what happened with Jailton Almeida and them, this shit scares me. And I didn't even have a bet on that, but it still scares me. But on this, man, it's like I wanted to bet Aspinall, but I feel like, dude, like when I want to bet Aspinall, I can see the perfect picture in the back of my head of Sergey Pavlik just landing one big shot, dude, and him going down because it's exactly like you said. His hands are low, his chin's up, and like he can get hit. But then I feel like, man, if I go with Pavlovic and I bet him, fucking Aspinall is going to land that blast double when he starts flurrying because Aspinall's big too. He's 6'5". He's going to be a little bigger than Pavlovic. Not the reach, but the actual size. And then he's so fast. I feel like he's going to have a speed advantage. But like if he shoots a shot and it gets shucked away and he shoots another one and gets shucked and they just got to stand up, bro, I'm going with Pavlovic. So I stayed away. I picked Aspinall just for the more well-roundedness, the movement. He throws kicks too. He's got fast leg kicks and head kicks. But like I said, I don't have the balls to bet him because I could easily see him getting knocked out. But then like I can see everybody betting Pavlovic. I see both sides. But then I can see him getting blast doubled and then be over because I seen what Alistair did. So both of that, all that stuff being in my head, Tom's a little more fragile. Like you said, Sergey's a durable mofo, man. He's took shots to the face from Derek Lewis and then just hit him back harder. Same thing with Tai Tuivasa. And then, like, you know, Aspinall's knee got hurt. So I definitely go with the durability of Pavlovic. But I'm staying away. I'm watching these crazy fights as a fan, man. This and the Benoit Saint Denis. I want to get some action in on it. Trust me. I want to be there like, oh my God. But it's like, bro, it's too crazy. Like if anybody, I believe that if anybody specifically is like, I know Pavlik's winning, I don't think nobody knows. That's why the line's so close and like nobody knows what's going to happen. This thing could go a lot of different ways, dude. And like Aspinall could come out and knock out Pavlovic. That's not out of the question. So it's like, or Pavlik knocks him out and just a lot of stuff. And someone's knee blows out. Knock on wood, that don't happen. I'm just joking. But it's a tough fight to call, man. Tough fight to call.
I get it. Like I said, I was back and forth, but that's just it's that
Power's crazy.
It's the power, right? All right, we made it. We're at the main event of the evening. Thank you, everybody who's been in the chat. Appreciate you. Trying to blow through here for my man Cody because this might be his 10th hour of talking MMA today. So, and I know the guys got to pick up early, and I appreciate.
No. I actually got tomorrow.
Yep.
I got tomorrow off, so I'm good.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good for you then.
But I work from like 3 until 5:30. Got on with Lou, but we're good. I love this. I love talking fights with you, bro.
Oh, awesome. Thanks. I appreciate you, my man. Yuri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira. I'll let you kick it off.
Yeah, man. So I got to cap in the fact that Yuri fucked his whole shoulder up bad, and that you know, it cannot be fixed. It can't be healed by now. Like you can't have that big of a surgery, rehab it, strengthen it back up, and then do all your training, and now it's back to 100% and ready to fight. Like that's gonna be like 2 years for that kind of stuff. Like, because I was on Chronic Combat and Ty on there. He said that he's a physical therapist, and he was like, dude, that should take 9 months to a year of after your surgery, rehab, and to get it back to like kind of normal. But then 9 months to a year, then before like you would ever even start working out or any of that stuff. And then to like go through a whole fight camp by now. So he had a surgery, rehabbed it, got it back to strength, went through a fight camp, and is perfectly ready in 11 months. Like on the worst shoulder injury, Dana White said that the UFC doctor said it was the worst shoulder injury ever seen. They said he popped it out like a dislocator or popped out during training, and then his coach grabbed it, like, you know, to pull it, to like try to put it back in. They said he just ripped everything in his arm, ripped all the stuff. So I got to cap that. Other than that, Yuri's like great striker, you know, weird, hands down, throws from different angles, throws spinning stuff. He's a wild man. I actually love him. I wish he didn't get hurt. I wish him and Jamal Hill didn't get hurt and they were just fighting, you know, them two fighting completely healthy. But a wild man, like he can be taken down, but he's got decent jiu-jitsu. He can survive. And then you see him with Glover, like, you know, he gets some sweeps and stuff at the end, but he doesn't really have the best offensive wrestling. His whole career was based off of people trying to take him down, him getting back up, them gassing out, and then him knocking him out. Like that's his whole career of, you know, so I don't think he's just going to come in here and be some great wrestler. I think he's going to be missing strength in one of his arms. But then you got Alex Pereira, man, one of the best kickboxers ever. Improving takedown defense. You seen against Jan. Jan was able to get him down in that first round, but Alex survived, stayed patient, and then got up, was able to stop the takedowns in the second, got taken down a little bit later in the third. But Jan Blachowicz is a good wrestler. He's way better a wrestler in grappler than Yuri. You know what I mean? He's a black belt and everything. But Man, this fight's gonna be good. The thing is, even without the shoulder, Yuri's so damn hittable, and Alex is so damn dangerous with his left hand, his right hand, flying knees, leg kicks. He's got so much stuff, and Yuri keeps his hands down, rushes into the pocket, rushes in, just throwing weird stuff in it. And he's fought in the UFC 3 times. Volkan Oezdemir hurt him. Dominic Reyes hurt him, and then hurt him with an up kick and like knocked him out for a second. And then Glover even hurt him. So he's been hurt in all of his fights, and I don't know if them dudes are hitting as hard as Pereira. So I just feel like at some point these dudes are going to be going at it. Yuri's got his hands down. He's going to get caught with a big shot. So I got Alex Pereira. Oh, left hook, Larry Pereira. And let me get him with third round KO after some pretty good madness. But like I said, there's no way Yuri's 100%. I don't know if he'll ever be 100% again. But I feel like Yuri is kind of like a fucking Tony Ferguson, where when Tony Ferguson blew his knee out and had ACL surgery and all that stuff, he rehabbed it himself. He didn't go back and have nurses or doctors or rehabilitation. He did it himself. And then he came back and was fighting 6 months later after having surgery, tearing his ACL, which takes 9 months to a year. So I think Yuri's built like that mentally, where he's just like, I'll push through this. This is my body, but that's not how it works. So yeah, triple back to back. This was a triple header. I was on Lou's show, then our show, then this, and I wouldn't have it no other way, man. My East Coast is the East Coast tour, baby.
Yeah, East Coast is Beast Coast, baby. Listen, I agree with a lot you say. On the Yuri side, he's 5-0 in his last 5, 31 years old. I mean, he's a decent striker. He does have power in his hands. He got those awkward striking with the hands down. Big theme here. It was a big part of your breakdown as well. It's going to be a big part of mine because, look, I get it. Yuri does that spinning stuff on the feet. He's got some decent front kicks. He'll do some flying knees. He'll try to throw some volume at you. Look, he can wrestle. 68% takedown, and he doesn't. He can wrestle. He can grapple. His takedown defense is good, but it's not like Pereira's going to be really fucking shooting shots. More pro experience. I like his cardio, but fuck, is he fucking hittable? And his fucking hands are low. Why? Why? Even a guy who I like Bobby Green. I like him. I can see him. He's pretty elusive though. A style like that can work. When a guy's elusive and can avoid getting fucking hit, obviously it's not paying off as much as it used to for Bobby Green, but hey, but here, man, I seen him get wobbled, man, get fucking knocked out. Dominic Reyes was piecing this dude up. And this guy's got a world-class kickboxer fucking across from him with deadly fucking power in his fucking hands, man. And he took fucking damage against Glover. He's got over a year layoff, and it's for that fucking surgery. Now, Cody, if I'm not mistaken, you had a shoulder injury not too long ago, right? Do you feel like you would be 100% ready to fight this far out?
I don't think my shoulder's ever going to be the same, and it's still hurt, and I haven't even had surgery yet. And it sucks. It's worst. I hate having my shoulder.
Now, this guy had surgery on it, and according to the UFC doctors, the worst that they've seen. And like you said, his coach trying to think it's just a dislocated shoulder. So they're going to pop it out. And they tore all types of ill shit there. So real quick, before I get to my breakdown, I got an interesting story. So my wife, sitting up in the living room, she's going in the basement, and I hear her, and I go, "Yo, you okay?" And she's fallen right before, and every time I go, "Yo, you okay?" And she's fine. She says, "No." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I run down there. So here, the moral of the story is her arm is it's like this or whatever. Okay. So my girl hates going to hospitals and shit. So I'm like, "Yo, you gotta go get this shit checked out." She's like, no. Let me see what it feels like when I wake up and everything like that. So a day or two later, she refused to go to the hospital. I'm like, "Well, listen, let me look it up. It looks like your shoulder's dislocated." So my plan was they said on the internet, lay her on a table, put her over to the side, and pull on it, and it'll pop back in place. So she refused to let me do it. Finally, a week later, it was so much pain every day, and it was blowing up. It was getting black and blue. We get to the hospital. It was broken. It was a fucking a fracture from the top of the bone all the way through the bone. And she stayed home for 7 days, refusing over. But if I would have done that thing to that, I would have split that bone completely in half. So, yeah, that's crazy. Just a little side note, just the story I remembered about when they were just talking about him trying to pop that back in. But the breakdown for this fight is, on the other side of this fight, you got fucking Alex Pereira, world-class fucking kickboxer. One of the probably best on the planet. And the dude has devastating fucking power in his fucking hands. And he's fast. He's technical. He's got decent body kicks, good leg kicks. He'll switch stances on you. He'll throw a flying knee. And he's a big dude. So that flying knee can find your fucking chin. You know what I'm saying? I like his front kicks. You know, it comes to the grappling. I guess he can grapple. I guess he can. And he's got a decent get-up game, I'll tell you that. I like his get-up game. Look, he has momentum right now. He's been active. And his takedown defense, I think, is improving a little bit. And I'm sure he's been working on that. Because he's already got the fucking hands. So I'm sure he's been working on that. Because this ground game is, to me, is a little suspect at the moment. He's hittable. He does seem a little bit slower, in my opinion, than 205. Cardio kind of scares me a little bit, but nah, not that much. Because I'm on Alex Pereira. I'm on Alex Pereira by fucking knockout, baby. That's going to be another official bet I'm going to get to. I'm going to be at this event live. I'm going to have a great fucking time. The only business I got left is to give my official bets, and I'm going to get to that one. I think Pereira knockout is going to be one of them. Not sure what it pays. I'm going Ricci by decision as another official bet. I'm going to go Slava KO. Ricci decision at plus 200. Slava by KO at plus 235. Then third round / decision at plus 170. So you're giving me that third round and you're giving decision at plus 170. I'll fucking take it all day. Emmers by decision at plus 100. 5 official bets I'm doing this week. Also, I have a Degen parlay I put together. It's Pereira KO. Pavlovich KO. Get a little Degen with Mackenzie Dern by sub. And Rebecca by finish. So plus 1761, $25 will pay you $465 American dollars. Cody, thank you for stopping by. Tell people where they can find you. Tell them about that great sponsorship you got. Let them know everything, buddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So you can, first off, I appreciate you having me on the show, Mushroom. Like I said, I always have a great time on here. Yeah, you can find me Blood Money MMA Bets on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And then, yeah, man, I signed my partnership with Underdog Fantasy, which is awesome because they right now you can do pick'ems and then they'll have fantasy drafts for MMA, but they got all the other sport fantasy drafts. But right now you do the pick'ems like higher or lower on significant strikes, takedowns, all that stuff. So if anybody ever wants to watch this and sign up, man, sign up with the promo code Blood Money and you'll get a 100% deposit bonus from $10 to $500. So. And it's fun, dude. I used it for 2 weeks before. I wanted to make sure it was legit and like I liked it and all that. So I've been using the app and it's fun. And I'm gonna start posting my picks. I'm gonna post like a bet or 2 each week just to let people know. Because I don't usually bet props. You know me, I usually do money lines and stuff, but like it's not to say I can't do that. I love doing it and it's fun. So we'll make some money on that and help some people make some money. So if anybody ever wants to, like I said, join up, if you're a new member on it, hit it with the Blood Money, just the Blood Money for the promo. I'd appreciate it a ton. You're on mute.
Cody, once again, I thank you for coming on my show. I love working with you, man. If you guys don't subscribe to him, follow this guy on Twitter. Check him out. I mean, he's got great content every week. And not only does he make a lot of money and really sharp bets, he's one of the realest motherfuckers in this community. And that's the truth. There could be some cocksuckers in this fucking community. Cody is way on the other side of the spectrum from that. Great guy, great guest, great everything. Well, there's only one thing left to say, and that's, Cody, you can hang out for a second after this. But I only have one thing left to say, folks, and that's, let's fucking go! Oh, and violence. Going live, baby. I can't fucking wait. UFC 295. Thanks, people. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
yeah.